Hey everybody, this is Captain Resurrector, here with another episode of Ultima III Exodus. Last time we got the Mark of Force, leaving only one mark to go. By the end of this video, we should be more or less ready for the endgame. Alright, I just refilled my food a fair bit, and also got some more gems for mapping. So I'm just headed to the next dungeon with full stuff here. You know what I never did? I never looked up what the snatches and bradles are supposed to be. Let me look at that real quick. Pinchers, bradles, and snatches. Any bite from these creatures is poisonous. If a character is bitten, only a prayer or a healer can cure the poison that is running in the character's vein. Every step the character takes, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so they're poison. What are they? Weird fucking guy. Why are they called snatches and bradles? It's kind of strange. Well, anyway, on to the dungeon. Ooh, there's a lot of downstairs there. Alright, having actually copied it down, it looks like there's no way to walk to the downstairs. So I might have to use maybe one of these questions as a pit trap that will drop me down, or maybe I need to use a spell to move to the next level, but let's see. Mines of Marinia. Oh, gremlins. Great. I have to go through gremlins to get the gold. That's no fun. Don't want that. That's a trap. That's also a drink. Alright, I'm assuming the other, because it's like symmetrical, I'm assuming the other spot is also a gremlin and some gold, so I'm just going to cast a spell here. Yeah, it's Ooh, okay. So there's stuff everywhere, including some straight up and down chutes. It's actually kind of laid out in sort of a sensical way, like they were mining for stuff. That's really cool. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh, strange wind there. Gremlins. More gremlins. Oh, it seems to wrap around, actually. Shit. I think this wraps around. I didn't think they could do that. Terror tunnels. Yeah, that's about right. Alright, I'm in the bottom right thing here. So I think I'm going to just avoid all that. There's probably some gold in the corners, but I really want to come over here to the ladder complex. Now, it looks like all these ladders continue downward for a good ways. Okay. So I'm just gonna pick one at random. I'm gonna go with the far corner one, just for fun. Go down. And it seems to tunnel down, so I'm just gonna see how deep it goes before I map anything. 7. Alright. Oh, okay. That's a lot of something. That's definitely a lot of something. I'm seeing that tunnel right at the start. The very ladder that you enter on up there in the top left goes all the way down to the bottom level, which I had not noticed. Yeah, I'm gonna see about this first, though. And once again, it seems to loop. because I think that's the top left corner I'm looking at right there. Dark prevails. Oh, this is all gonna be winds, isn't it? Strange wind, it's dark. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, I'm out of those. So now I'm at whatever's in the middle. Misty Main. Dark prevails again. And a fountain in the middle. Okay. Yuck. Okay. And another fountain. How wonderful. And then all of it around that is just dark prevails. And can I climb up? Oh, man. Okay. Well, I'll just have to get my light back. I thought I miscounted somewhere. Okay. Oh, I'm in a strange wind. What the fuck? Why am I in a strange wind? Oh, I'm confused now. I got lost somehow, but let's try another one. I figure one of these has got to bring me down to the 8th floor, right? That's my guess. I'm gonna see if any of them do. Not that one? Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Of course, any of these could be the right floor. I'm just seeing. Okay. So none of them actually take me down to the bottom floor. Except the top left. So I'm just gonna say I'm going to warp out of here and then try from the starting staircase. Alright. Well. All the way down to the bottom. And let's see about the bottom here. Dry hole. Well, we'll see what that's about in a second. Now I'm realizing I probably shouldn't have had Sally cast the light spell. Because she gets her magic back way slower, and the druid's extra magic recovery is actually really fucking useful in this game. Let's see what this is. It better not be goblins. Strange wind. Okay. Trap. Strange wind. That's no fun. 1, 2, 3. Alright. I'm still in the dark, but I should be in this hidey hole over here. Yay! Alright. This is what I was looking for. Alright, more of these weird fuckers. I'm already poisoned, so I'm not too upset about it. What's down here? Alright. Kind of all, like, out in the open, isn't it? The mark here. Let's see if it's a fake, actually. Because it is really out in the open. You just run straight down. Really, the only requirement to get this one is that you have the health to survive the demons and things. So that should be the mark of the snake. That's the only one left. King's Fire Force. It's a fake one. It's a fake one, okay. Whoa, that was quick. Griffins, they look an awful lot like dragons. It's over here. Alright. Let's see if this one's real. It's just as out in the open, so I kind of doubt it. It says it left a mark. Did it really? King's Fire Force? No. Just see. Alright, so there are, in fact, 2 out in the open fake marks in this dungeon. Which no doubt means that it's one of the million other spots. I'm just gonna map everything else and then choose whatever looks like the most likely spot. So those zigzags in the middle look kind of potentially promising. I'm not sure. That looks like it wraps. That up in the top right there where it goes north, it looks like it wraps from the south. And then just what I assume is just a treasure trove over there. I don't think this would be the way here. And this is the last one I haven't already done. I will say that little single square behind a secret door looks promising. I think I might try this one first. Alright, I am like 90% that this is the area. Now that I've looked at it, it's a long, snaky path that goes in an infinite loop with one random sidewall that you have to walk through to get to a question mark. That has got to be the mark of the snake, right? Because the snake is the only one left, and it's a big snake level. So, let me remind myself which is the warp around thing here. Cleric G. And then I'll just peer at a gem again to see where I am. Alright. Strange wind. Up 2, and then east 2. Hell yeah! Alright. Please tell me that's the real one. King's Fire Force. No! Really? How is that one not the mark? How is that one not it? I thought for sure that was it. There is the red herring one way at the bottom that's too easy to get to. Alright, let me look. Just look at my maps, because now I have the whole thing mapped. What is the next most obvious place? The Mines of Madness. Mines of Madness, like fucking Donkey Kong. I'm not bothering to cast light spells because there's strange winds everywhere. And then just a couple of gold at the end of that long zigzag of strange wind. This is annoying. Now, imagine this bullshit with all these individual dark squares and things, except there was no peering into stuff, no looking at maps from the jewels, and you just had to run into every dark square individually and note them down. yourself to find the one thing you needed, and just imagine that. And that's basically what the Bard's Tale is like. I got most of the way through that game and never finished it because it was obnoxious as fuck. More strange wind. With all this gold I'm getting, I might actually get some nice equipment at some point. So I have everything on this level. Misty Writing. G, T, and G. G, T, and G. What does that mean? Gold traps and gold? Well, there's a strange wind, thank you. What are they? Traps. I'm gonna see if there's something at the end of this trapped corridor. Oh shit. I didn't even notice Timo's like almost dead. Alright, well there was some gold at the end of that tunnel. It was not worth all that for Timo. Hopefully this up here is good. Gremlins. Is it Gremlins Treasure Gremlins? Fuck Gremlins, man. Oh, this is terrible. I have reached a point where I am kind of playing with Timo's life by staying here, so I'm gonna warp out, buy food, and figure out what I need to do here. Alright, I'm going to explore the second level a little more thoroughly here, so... I did not check out all these side rooms, so now I will. Terror tunnels, that's right. That's right, all the stuff out in the open is horrible, so I want to avoid it. Gremlins, god damn it. Gremlins. If there's nothing good here, I'm just gonna reset. Because the gremlins are not worth it. Trap. Gold. Gremlins. Gold. Gold. Alright. So this was like all gremlins. Terror tunnels was right. I'm gonna see if the thing right in the middle of the T is good or not. And if it's not what I'm looking for, I am resetting. It's a fountain. A bad fountain. Great. Great, 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 great. Screw that. So, not that level. Not the snaky level. Not the gold level there. That level's also a bunch of gold and dark stuff. It could be somewhere in the Darkness Prevails level, but I don't even want to think about that. Yeah, I guess it's either the one hidey hole, like the level 6, or it's level 7, which is the big dark room that I really hope it isn't, but I can run straight to the hidey hole on the bottom left, and if not, then it could be the area over there, like where the upstairs is in the bottom right, maybe. I didn't really check that thoroughly either. Why not? When you nuke them. Oh, that didn't do it. Oop, down the little sneak. Oh, God. I just want to find the damn mark, dude. There's 3 fake marks in here. So what's in this first room? Gremlins. Everywhere. Man, there's nothing but gremlins, dude. Hate it. Shit, man. idea. And here's the thing, right? On my map are 6 dungeons. The 3 we've already beaten. This one that's past the forest near Montor, and that one that's on an island next to Death Gulch. That's 6. As far as I know, there are 5 dungeons like that have been talked about in the game, because there's the 4 marks, which we have 3 of them, and there's also one that's supposed to have a Lord of Time in it that has been mentioned. I have not seen anything about another thing it could be. It is entirely possible, and I would not put it past them, that this dungeon is a bunch of bullshit and does not have anything in it, that it's the entire dungeon is a decoy. I would not put it past them. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm just going to move on. I'm just going to move on my merry way and try a different dungeon. I'm going to try that forest dungeon and see if that has something for me. And once I've done the other 2 dungeons, I will come back to this one if I get stuck. But I think I've looked at everything other than really anally going over everything with a fine-tooth comb. I've gone over everything obvious, right? But let's see about this dungeon near Montor here. Welcome, fools, to your doom. Ooh, that sounds good. My doom sounds very good right now. Okay, so I'm going to note this down. There's a few questions, but not a whole lot. Let's see what's over here, what this question is. A trap. Lovely. And then down the far bottom right is a fountain. Okay. Right. Downstairs. Downstairs. Okay, we got like at the 4 corners and something in the middle there. Probably also a fountain. What is in the middle here? Secret corners. Okay, well, that's what's in the middle. Nice of them to put hints in, but it's also kind of funny when, you know, I've got the map gems that tell me anything but the hint would tell me there, you know. But just gold in the corners. Alright. Go down. Ooh, this is a... This can take me down further if I want. Ooh. Okay, so I could go back up there and explore up there. Or I can go further down. And there's something right here. Trap. And more gold. And that's good. It's not what I'm looking for, you know? Alright. What about this level? Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. And over on the right there looks pretty secretive, right? That could be the mark over on the bottom right. Maybe. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of traps, I bet. Gremlins, oh. Misty writing danger. I'm guessing this is all gonna be like traps and things. Other than that bottom right portion that is completely inaccessible to me. So I'm just gonna go down again. Well, this looks like the way down to that bottom portion is kind of secluded from me again. That looks like what I'm looking for. I want to go up somewhere down there on the bottom right. Reach up. Alright, all the writing seems to say reach up here. I feel like I just, like, climbed up into a dragon nest or something. There's two, like, dead ends with a bunch of things in them. I'm gonna see if they have anything for me. Just gold. Enemies are being kind of relentless right now. Alright, let me see. And it's just gold again. I don't even care to get it, honestly. Alright. I guess the main thing left to do is just head down to the bottom floor and see what's there. Jesus. I just want to see one more level. God. They're not hard or anything, they just pop up so often when I'm trying to figure out where anything is in these dungeons, you know? You know what? I'm just going to do a down ladder rather than run over there. I'm guessing that smack in the middle is what I'm looking for. I'm guessing. Oh my god, Balrog's... Fuck, dude. Oh, I'm totally gonna die. I am so low health right now. Alright, I'm out of magic. I'm fighting fucking Balrons, the toughest things in the game. Oh, this is gonna be really fucking frustrating if I die. I think I was right there. I think I was right there. And now I go in again. And now I don't get any of the gold I ran around getting. I'm just gonna ladder down a bunch. I'm just gonna... Now I'm on the bottom. I'm gonna wait until it's not dark anymore. Well, at least I have full health this time, so... This won't hurt nearly as much. I guess Balrons in Ultima are nowhere near as badass as, like, Tolkien Balrogs, right? Because here I am just fighting, like, 7 of them at once, 4 guys, where, like, it takes, like, a god or, like, a whole army to fight one of them in Tolkien. But, you know, they're not Balrogs, they're Balrons. Copyright TM, you know. Gremlins. Okay, I have no idea where I am. I'm gonna waste another fucking... Okay. Shit. Well, I'm just gonna go south after these skeletons. Alright, is this real? Is this real? Fire Force. No! What? Why? How many fake marks of the snake are there going to be in this fucking game? All these elaborate stinking dungeons with fake marks in them. What is going on? And there's so many fake ones. Like, it's so easy that you find a fake one first, think it's done something for you, because you don't necessarily know that it's going to show in the stats like this. And I was lucky, I found real ones first. My first one was really lucky, I just you know, stumbled and fumbled down a bunch of chutes and it led me right to it, right? But, like, this is frustrating. This is genuinely frustrating. Windy Secret. The Misty writing says Windy Secret. Is that up here at the top? It looks like a secret. Whole lot of gold here. There's a wind. Fountains. Alright, we got a health fountain here. And a poison fountain. Well, that's nice and all, but, like, I want the mark. There's more fake marks than real ones in this game. I'm gonna come back later when I'm ready to deal with some confusing bullshit and try the other dungeon. But so far, right now, I know there are 5 things to find in the dungeons. The 4 marks and the Lord of Time. So far, you know, that leaves room for 1 fake dungeon, right? But this seems to be 2 fake dungeons. But there is a dungeon over near Death Gulch that I have not explored yet. But I think I've looked around. I've looked everywhere obvious anyway. I'm sure whenever I find the real stuff, it's going to be like, we go back to this footage and be like, oh, I walked right past the real one or something. But, like, seriously. Gordon here, I have stuck with every fire I've found in the wall all game. King's Fire Force, and that's it. Like, unless there's some bullshit game mechanic that they don't tell you about where, like, each character can get 3 marks on them or something, which makes no sense. How are there so many fake marks, man? Joys of a blind playthrough. Next time on Ultima III Exodus, we hopefully figure out what I'm doing wrong here.